Wednesday, the 1st of October 2014. Here's the latest update from
Keenan. It's St. Patrick's Day over here.
No, it's not.
What do you mean?
What are you talking about? It's not St. Patrick's Day. It's October, the 1st of October.
Oh, I thought you said it was St. Patrick's Day today, different dates. Okay, anyway, I think my hat off then if that's the case. Oh, the Irish do have the luck of the Irish though. They keep the hat on there. Anyway, okay. Drake, don't worry. Your name is recognized all over the world. Over here, over there, like the song says, over here, over there. You know, it's everywhere. I don't know who the hell said that. They don't know who Drake is outside the United States or outside of this little group they said that's promoting Drake. Drake's here, there, and everywhere. Count on it. I am here, there, and everywhere all the time. And you know something, I hear about Drake, and they ask me about Drake. RT asked me about Drake. Drake is Drake, and not the singer either, because I've heard him sing, and he can't sing a lick. But take that, Drake. Now, okay, let's get back to some other things regarding the site, for example. Let's talk about that for a second. There's only a few things I want to address because, you know, I'm waiting to get attacked, actually. We've been threatened, and tomorrow is the day. And we're prepared, and we'll see what happens. I'm prepared, though. So let them come. Let them come. I'm ready. Joe, I'm ready, right?
You are.
I feel tired today. Maybe this is the calm me from the storm, because I've been feeling all kinds of surges of energy for the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You know, working out, weights, running. I can't run my leg. Walking. Anyway, let's get back to this site. Let's talk about the site a little bit. You know, when they slandered us and they put those pictures out, or slandered me, and they put the black strips over them, and so I made it look. They wanted to make it look like, as though they were naked. And you know, we put actually I wasn't even involved. D&J did the work. You know, but they put it out. You know, to establish that the nudity wasn't there, but there is nudity on the internet. I found out. Someone did tell me. One of the guys that's working on who answered, or he did something on the site here. He said it's all over the place. If you want it, you can find it. So you know, the site allows it. So whatever they want, they're not going to get, no matter what. And they would like for everybody to stop looking at women and look only at them. Well, let me tell you something. There's a lot of beautiful women in the world. And there's some that's not so beautiful, but some that are beautiful inside too. So just leave it at that. You know, you know what you like to look at, and you look at it if you like to look at it. And in my case, I've got a beautiful wife, like I said, and I look too. You know, when I'm walking on the street or I'm on the beach or whatever, and she doesn't care. There's no competition. She's a beautiful woman. She's very confident of herself, and she knows how I am. So, you know, in answer to that question, does my wife know that I'm looking at these pictures? Well, you know, I really didn't look at the pictures until you started your crap. You know? And then I helped do other things. Nevertheless, anyway, let's get out of that, because that's all nonsense. Like I said, it's all in good fun. It's to show them as being the hypocrites that they are, and which has been proven not once or twice or 3 times, but many times. But the real work is getting done, and you know, we've had our fun, and we're going to leave it up. We're going to leave it up because I've got more things if they come out with something else. I got something that'll put them to bed once and for all. They'll start taking those sleeping pills when they go to bed, maybe one too many, and we'll wake up with sweet dreams. We will, rather than headaches. Anyway, Kissinger is making claims now that we need a worldwide military police force. You know, Hank, you know, we've talked before, and you know, you're not a man of thought, even though people think you are, or thought you were. At one time, you could convince a president to do cartwheels, even though he couldn't. Ask Jimmy Carter. He hurt his back. you know, you're a Zionist. You are what you are. And you're a professor, university professor in Ivy League school, which at one time everybody thought was a pretty good school. Now they're beginning to realize it's a Zionist type of school. The balls and skulls and the bones, or whatever they're called, with the bushes and, you know, and George W., you know, Lips. Nickname Lips in college. Imagine that? Lips. Cheerleader on the squad. My goodness. And they call him Lips. Jesus. Yeah, they had a guy with a baseball bat who calls you Lips. Here's a guy who enjoyed it. Yeah, you have to ask yourself the question. I'm going to talk about Kissinger in a second. You have to ask yourself the question now. I'm over here. You know, I'm far away from you right now. And, you know, this guy, Obama, well, just for a second, came over here and he changed his name to Barry Soetoro. You know, usually when you change your name to your father, to your stepfather's name over here, you change the name, or even in the States, you change your last name. Am I right, Joe? You don't change your whole name, you change your last name. Because you don't get the opportunity to change both. You just change the name because you want his name, which is Soetoro. And then he changed it to Obama. What was his name when he left Kenya? That's my question. What's his real name? It's not Soetoro and it's not Obama, apparently. And it's not Barry. So if it's not Barry, it might be Barry, but it's not Barack. So what's his name in Kenya when he was born? What's this animal's name? You know? This clown. You know, now they're talking about the daughters might not be his, and I said from the beginning they probably weren't. There's probably another stage like they did all along. With the trick of a sleight of hand and cameras and this and that, which I don't understand so much about either. But they can make anything seem like something that it's not. And that's apparently what they did. I wonder, I'm going to, you know, I understand there's 3 files on them, and 2 of them went back to the agency, and there's one here, stayed here. The one that stayed here is the one that can just blow the whole thing sky high. You know, and I'm glad they kept it here and didn't give it, because that would have been a mess. Getting back to Kissinger, he wants to do an international military police force. You know, and Hank, you brilliant son of a gun. And thank you so much, Hank, beside all that. Thank you. You're going to be paying the fees and the salaries for this force. Am I correct? I mean, you stole so much over the years, you and your boys, you're going to be paying them? You know, you're going to pay them, right? Or are you expecting to find the money falling from the sky like you did in the Bible, you know? Well, that's right, you didn't find the money. You found bread and then you weren't happy then, and fish. You continued to fight amongst yourselves. Anyway, Hank, I just want you to know, you know, like we've talked before, the East financial system 2 years ago mentioned by me that they should have it, maybe even 3, before BRICS was involved. BRICS comes from is a derivative of the Monaco Accords and none. Also, the Monaco Accords, they're the ones that everything sprang off of. They go further. You got, wow, there's so much that you still have to do that no flying. I have to fly over to get it signed. I've got to get out of here. I've got to get my head straight for a little bit. I'm tired. It's been a long time. And get that done so that we can straighten that situation out once and for all. But Hank, what are you going to do when they come for you? What are you going to do? You're going to fly over to Papua, where you killed all these indigenous people with that company called Rio Tinto?
Freeport,
Papua. And the name of the company is Rio Tinto in Freeport. That's in your islands. It used to be in New Guinea, and it became Papua. What is it, West Papua or East Papua? Papua. West.
It's the West Papua,
yeah.
It's part of Indonesia. But we don't call it West Papua, just Papua.
Okay, but when I read about it, it's West. It says West. Rio Tinto. You know, that's where they sold the property from the Indians, and they poisoned the waters where they used to pan for gold, because they survived on the gold that they would pan. You know that, right? And they used to actually find gold in that river, but they poisoned the water so that they couldn't drink it, first of all. Killed a lot of people, and now they're shooting them as game. You know, like they did in Sauna, in the Dominican Republic, with the time of Christopher Columbus. You know, they go over there and they go hunting, and they'd be hunting the Taino Indians, and they killed a lot of them. It was horrible, but which is the reason why you really couldn't celebrate the 500th birthday of the Western Hemisphere. Why the Pope in the Vatican said it was a time to genuflect and not a time to celebrate. And it was also the 500th birthday of Western Christianity, so you still had a celebration, but not really the celebration that could have been or should have been, because it related to genocide, a genocide of an Indian nation at that time, Tainos. So, you know, to go from there. Getting back to Kissinger, Hank, it's not your thought, it's not your idea, it's our idea, we know how to finance it, you're not going to get your hands into it. So, you know, this time here, I don't care how old you are, Hank, I don't have any respect for you, I never did. And now that I know exactly what you're up to and what you do, I bless you, Joe. And now that we know what you're up to and what you do, I think that not many have respect for you. You can take your wrinkled old ass off of the internet and stop looking at us or appealing to us. There's nobody out here that wants to hear from you, and there's probably not many that want to hear from me. I'm going to get off it once and for all very soon. You're the one that had to stay on, Hank, not me. Now, on the other hand,